All right. I'm not sure how loud I'm gonna be. Let's find out. I'll listen on my end. Hold on a second. Sorry if you hear this. I don't have a better way of understanding. Oh, here, I'll mute it 1 second. Talk talk talk. Test test test. Okay, let me mute myself for a second. Okay, let's see if this is any better. This should be better. Let me know in the replies if this is too quiet, and I will take care of it. This should be a good level. This is about what the music was at. Again, I have no real way of knowing right now, so let me know if there's an issue, and I'll try to fix it. So yeah, hey everybody, this is me. I'm live. I'm here. I exist. Um, this is gonna be an interesting one because I don't know. It's gonna be a mix. I haven't streamed. Okay, I'll kind of explain where I'm coming from here. I haven't really streamed in a while in terms of like a one-on-one stream. I've done a lot of like just stream a video game randomly, but that was about it. Um, I haven't really sat down and done an actual stream in a long time. And in fact, why this is going to be interesting is because I haven't streamed. Yeah, that's good volume. I don't need to hear that. I don't need to hear. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Um. Yeah. So I haven't streamed or done anything YouTube wise um, since I started doing art on Twitter. And for those people who know me from just YouTube, I'm doing art on Twitter now. It's mainly the art that you're seeing on the screen right now. This horror art. I've been doing a lot of it. I might showcase some of it tonight. I'll actually even, if I can find who made what, I'll even show some of the fan art that's come out of it, which has been really sweet, and it's been really helpful that you guys have been doing that. I would just have to go find the sources, and I don't have all of them with me right now. I should have put that together, but as you'll tell very quickly when it comes to streams, I'm not the best at having everything together. We're gonna have fun, no matter how many people show up or what we do tonight. I guarantee we'll have some fun with whatever we're doing. Um, but yeah, this is just a hangout stream. I haven't been on YouTube in a while, like I said, except for the like no audio driving around in Grand Theft Auto kind of videos. I like uploading this sometimes, but I'm sure they're not the most entertaining videos. So yes, this is what I sound like, despite the fact that I'm almost 20 years old. Come June 4th in a couple days, I sound like a 16-year-old boy. So I apologize if that if that throws you off in any way. Um, yeah, I like I said, I've been doing stuff on Twitter for most of my time since the last real YouTube presence I've had. The only real presence on YouTube I've had, besides from videos or anything like that, is I've been putting horror videos up on a separate channel, which I haven't linked to mine for lots of reasons, lots of different reasons, and I guess I could possibly get into that. I think originally I wanted it to be like a weird ARG thing with no links to me, just because I wanted to see how far it could go on its own. I've linked it on my Twitter, but not on my YouTube channel. Um, I'll put it somewhere, whether it's linked in my about page or if it's like a pinned channel, whatever. I'll have it somewhere for you guys to enjoy. But it's just a channel called Unreality, um, and it's I don't know. It's just videos I've made. I was thinking of making one tonight, but we'll see on that. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much the basics of what that channel is, and I haven't been messing with that very much. Let me take that text off. I forgot about that. There we go. I haven't been. I don't know. I haven't been very public on on YouTube about everything that's been going on. It's just been this. It's just been the Twitter stuff. Uh, yeah, that's just about what I've been doing. I've been posting stuff on Twitter. I've been putting stuff on Tumblr just because I want to see how far I can reach out, and it's been going well so far. People on Tinder or not Tinder. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said Tinder. Tumblr. That's what I meant to say. I'm getting my T's mixed up. Tumblr. I've been putting art on as well, along with Twitter, and it's been a weird transition for me from being, I don't know. I think my videos and my tweets were kind of in this weird limbo. I didn't know what my shtick was. I didn't know what was attracting people, which, I mean, it wasn't really anything. It was just kind of me, I guess. And while, I don't know, I think while I have some qualities that can bring people in, there's obviously got to be something else to it. And luckily I started doing horror art. And yeah, that's kind of taken off, and I've met a lot of new people. Some will probably be hanging out in the chat tonight, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. This is a very impromptu stream. In fact, let me do this really quick. I made a poll asking if people wanted to do a stream, so I guess I should add the link there as well. Just one second. As you're gonna tell, I'm a little unprofessional when it comes to streams. I apologize. I don't have things ready. It's mainly just because I don't do this very often. I don't do streams very often, so I don't know necessarily what to plan. If I do this again at some point soon, I'm going to have a bit more of a plan as to what's going on. But just tonight is just kind of hanging out, talking. If you guys have anything you want to ask me about, let me know. I kind of have the chat open. I'm doing this in one window. Normally I have two screens for stuff like this, but my desk is kind of not ready for that yet. So I'm down to one screen. It's a weird transition, but I'll have something figured out. I'll have two screens, and it'll be better. I promise. I'm thinking tonight what we could do is we could watch some videos. We could watch some videos and we can hang out, possibly just discuss topics you guys want to talk about. Maybe play games, although I don't know how the stream's going to do with games. It's right now it's running really great. I'm looking at 60 frames per second. We haven't really dropped any frames or anything. It's been running smooth, probably because it's a still image of my voice. So I don't know how that's going to change with me adding anything else. So by the way, in the chat right now is Bunky. Everybody say hi, Bunky. Bunky's one of the few people I've met on Twitter through the horror art I've been doing. He's also an artist on Twitter. I frequently retweet his stuff, so just go ahead and if you go on my Twitter, you'll find him. But yeah, it's been a weird experience having this happen on Twitter or anywhere. I haven't had this kind of like creative, like people following me because of something I'm making. It's mainly just been like, I don't know, I post a funny meme once a month and then people followed me, but now this has changed that a bit. So I won't ramble on that part forever. But how's everybody doing with quarantine? Quarantine has been uneventful for, well, I mean, the big event has been my basement flooded, which was great because I live in the basement. My basement flooded and a lot of my stuff got messed up. I mean, so it wasn't even a ton of water. It's not like I was ankle deep in water or anything, or even knee deep or anything like that. Basically, it was like maybe a couple centimeters. It wasn't even an inch worth of water, maybe an inch. But it messed up pretty much anything that was touching the floor. It messed up a laptop charger, which thankfully I have a new one now, and as you can tell by the fact that I'm doing a stream on OBS. Let me know if I'm too loud, by the way. But yeah, so I had that flood happened, and it wasn't fun, but I've moved on from it. I've gotten stuff taken care of. I've even got my room clean, which hasn't been clean in a while, just because I don't know. I mean, I'm not necessarily uncleanly, but I don't know. I've just been kind of in a weird spot in terms of taking care of things, but now everything's taken care of. We're good. I'm heading to a new college soon. That'll be fun. Um, yeah, quarantine's making me go nuts too. It's been it's been weird. It's been weird for sure. I think the big thing for me, I think the two things that I'm really missing right now is D&D. I do D&D on Thursdays with people in real life. And then I'm doing what else am I doing? Oh, and I'm missing movie theaters a lot. There's been several times where I've sat here and I'm like, oh man, I could really use going to a movie theater right now. I'm like, oh shit, they're all closed. um, I don't know. I want to do something with a bunch of people. Like after this is done, I think I want so on here. I want to do D&D, possibly like through a stream or something. I think that would be fun. Um, but I think in real life, I want to get a big group of my friends, like I don't know, like 10 people, and all go watch a movie together. And I don't know. I think that'd be a lot of fun, but people are a little skeptical about going outside right now. I mean, considering everything that's going on. I think even after this quarantine thing blows over, and we all are able to start going about our daily lives, I think even then people are going to do stuff less because they're going to be still freaked out. I mean, unfortunately, the reality is it's still going to be here after this is done. It won't be as bad, but it'll be like the flu. We've had the flu for years. It's been hanging out. It's been killing people, but we have ways of I don't know treating it. I won't get into a coronavirus thing, especially since people's videos get demonetized when they talk about that. But since I played like 5 or 10 minutes of jazz music that doesn't belong to me prior to this, with no real credit that I will provide later, it's probably getting taken down anyways. I I frequently get stuff from YouTube saying that I'm getting the streams taken down because they have copyrighted music, but I don't care. I don't. My videos are monetized, but the thing about it is I don't have I'd never set up a way for them to pay me, so I haven't been receiving any money for any YouTube activities. So um, yeah, it would be expensive as hell, Bunky, but I it wouldn't be just me paying for it. I mean, everybody would be paying a bit for it, but I'm more saying I would invite 10 people than I'm saying I would take 10 people to the movies. I'm not as rich as I wish I was. But yeah, so that's been like most of what I've been doing. Besides from everything else, I've just been trying to navigate school life, and I think that's why my stuff has completely dropped. Um, I kind of since the last time I completely dropped doing YouTube, I've just been working on school stuff and life, and it's kind of hard to do that now and do YouTube videos like I used to. But I mean, and then again, what I was doing before was putting my phone on top of a bunch of games pointed at my TV and recording, I don't know, Grand Theft Auto or something for like an hour. But I don't, now that I'm an older person, I kind of realize that that's not a very entertaining way to watch games. And um, unless you're just here for unless you're just here for me, which I don't think a lot of people are, but unless you're just here for me, it's not a very entertaining way to do it. So I want to try something tonight. I think it'll be fun. Let me know what you guys think, and when I get the replies for it, I might do it. I think what would be hilarious and fun, if I can get it to work stream wise and it doesn't kill the stream, is if we tried to do really bad horror flash games. I think I think that would be really fun. I did that one stream before, but nobody was really watching. But I think with people watching currently, I think that would be a fun way to go about this. I found a lot of them last time, and I was able to play a decent amount, but um, I I did it before and I thought it was fun. Let me know what you guys think and I'll wait for you guys to respond. But um, yeah, what what have you guys been up to? Oh yeah, that's cool. The funny thing is this stream is about I like the actual stream compared to what I'm saying is about 30 seconds to a minute behind. So it's gonna take a while before I hear anything from anybody. So but I mean, it's kind of a good thing. I think I set it up like that on purpose when I first got OBS because it it really is a strain on my computer and my Wi-Fi, so it has to be like as much of a pause between when I'm saying something and when you guys are receiving it as possible, or else my computer will catch fire. So, um, but yeah, I don't know. That was my plan, is horrible Flash games. If not, we could always just react to some either funny videos, or we can just go down a rabbit hole of horror videos. I think I had something planned. Yeah, we're gonna do we're gonna do horror Flash games, I think. Um, Give me a minute to set this up because I have to. Hold on. Now the key is putting in free at the beginning. Free horror Flash web games. You got to add as many, like, I think the way to think about it is you have to type it in like you're a young child at school trying to play horror games, and then you have to find like the one website you can find that wouldn't be blocked by a school. Okay, I think I think I found the site. Um, okay, so let me switch over so that you guys can see what I'm looking at, and then I'll switch back when I'm cropping the game. Uh, Here's the site I found, crazygames.com. Whew, oh boy. I think, oh man, I love sites like this. It's so great because you really do find some great content here. Um, I think I'm more interested in like the weird 3D, like Slenderman Must Die, and there's a okay. So I'm trying to look at it without it doing the stupid GIF. So there's Slenderman right over here. I think that's also Slenderman or something, and then the thing next to it is a skeleton. I believe. Um, I think that one should be the first one. Okay, so while this is loading, let me crop it, and I'll make sure that the stream isn't going to die. Yeah, you got to type in as many buzzwords as you can. Um, this is interesting. I guess I'll show you guys what I'm looking at here. Let me show you what I'm looking at. So I guess this site's kind of interesting in that it gives you a little mini game to play along with. Oh, is it killing my stream? I feel like it's killing my stream. Let me look at where YouTube says I'm at. It says it's not doing good. How are we doing, guys? Is my stream messing up? Sounds like it is. I mean, on my end. Oh, that's dropping. Okay. Oh boy. Let's see. I'm not sure how to play this out because it seems like my stream is crapping itself a little bit. But I mean, if it's fine, let me know when I say these words if this game's good or not. Let me. I think the problem is going to be me using Unity games. I think that's where the real issue is going to come in. Okay, so let me put this up until the game comes up, and then I will crop it. We'll see how much better the game is. In fact, I might even try. If it worst case scenario, I'll do like game capture, and then I'll do game capture, and we'll see what it does. Is I guess where I'll go with that. Okay, let's see. It's counting Spotify. That's strange. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, well we'll try it. If the stream grabs itself, we'll try something else. I mean, there's easier games to do, like easier on my stream. I mean, like we could just do a Flash game. Those usually work out a bit better. If not, if worst case scenario, I'll pause the stream for a minute and then I'll try to adjust my settings. It's a little late. Okay. Okay. I wonder if there's a way I can fix all that. There's gotta be. Oh boy, my kill. Okay. We're gonna pause this for a minute. Oh man, I wish I knew. I wish I knew anything about. I don't even know. I wish I knew literally anything about streaming and quality and stuff, so that I could fix the issue here. I don't know. Just getting kind of choppy, but I can hear you just fine. Okay. Um, I wonder how this game's gonna work. I feel like doing a game is going to kill the stream. If the video is getting choppy, then there's not really a point. Just because that's the whole point of this. Let me try a lower end game on a simpler site that's not going to. So because I have a couple tabs open, so let me try clearing some stuff up. Um, yeah, it definitely says it's giving me some issues, but give me just a second. I apologize. I'm gonna find an easier site. Oh, there's a. Oh no, this is a top 10. This one's from jumpscaregames.com. Okay, I'm into it so far, and it's a. Oh my. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get another thing of this. So here we are. Here we are with jumpscaregames.com. Um, Welcome to Jump Scare Games. This website is dedicated to providing the best free online scary and horror games that the internet has to offer. You will find some categories such as scary point and click, pop-up, action, and others. From Scary Maze, Escape, Ghost, Zombies. Is there a game called Ghosts Zombies? Slenderman to Five Nights at Freddy's. Be warned though, you got the full Five Nights at. Oh wow, there it is. There's Five Nights at. It claims to have the original Five Nights at Freddy's, but yet I can't find it on here. Scary red dot, and it's a photo of Nemo. Holy crap! Oh man. Oh, you know what? I think I remember seeing a lot of videos for this Torture 3. I don't know. Where's Waldo Scary? We're gonna do Where's Waldo Scary. Do I not have Adobe Flash Player? I thought I did. Oh boy. Manage. Yeah, turn off Flash. Yikes. Hold on a second. I transition it back over. I don't know what it's gonna pull up when I go to my settings. Yeah, let me run manage. How do I add sites? Hold on. Let me. Oh wait. Here's what I do. Hold on. Site settings. Why? Yeah, it's blocking it. That's so strange. All right, let's try that again. Okay. All right. Let's see. This should do. If the stream really does crap itself over Where's Waldo Scary Edition, I don't have any hope for my computer. Okay. Let me crop this. Um, Come on. Oh, okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, yeah, give me a second. I apologize. I'm fixing this. Shoot. Yeah, it's saying it's got some bad output. Let me let me do this. It's just a still image. Let me see if this will work. Okay, almost done. I'm sorry. I really should have had some games ready or something. Um, Not to worry. I am almost. Okay, that should be about right. There we go. Okay. I'm really hoping I won't have to do that every time. Okay, let's see how this still Where's Waldo image does stream wise. It's so weird because on the OBS end, it says my stream's great. And nothing's wrong with it. But then I go over to YouTube and it's red all the way over. Huh. Alright, well let me give it like 3 seconds. We'll see if it gets any better by the time the Where's Waldo thing comes up. If the stream doesn't get any better, tell me right at this very millisecond. If it's not better, then we will do something that does not involve Flash games. I have a couple other ideas. Um, I have a couple other ideas. Let's see. I think we can. Oh wait, do I still have that? Let me. I think I still have something funny. Hold on. I think it would be really great if tonight, along with everything else, we read really bad fan fictions. If this doesn't work out, we'll read either really bad fan fictions or creepypastas or something. I don't know. We'll read something. Um, yeah. So whenever the Where's Waldo thing pops up, and I ask the question of how it's doing, um, then let me know. Oh, wait, let me turn the audio up. There's no actual audio for this game yet, at least as far as I can. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. There is audio. Um, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna wait to see what your guys' response is, and that will determine what we do from here. So let me crack open a hell, let me crack open a Coke while I wait for the response. And I wish I had somebody. I know most streamers have somebody on standby that's like doing a live listening, and we'll let them know. I don't have that. I have you guys. So, but again, if this doesn't work, we will do something else. And I have ideas. All right, stream's good. We'll try this game. Let me turn off Spotify. Maybe that's where my issue is. Okay, stream's good. We're gonna try this Where's Waldo clown game. Okay. All right. This is Where's Waldo but scary. Isn't that him right? No, that's not him. What happens if I click on the wrong one? Nothing happens. Okay. Oh boy, that's such a like compressed clown music. No. Okay, let's see. Where is he? Where are you, son of a bitch? He's normally like, no, there, no, that's his evil. That's the evil twin. Oh, what's his name? That's Waldo's evil twin cousin or something. That's real. That's in the Waldo canon. Oh no! Oh my gosh! I can't believe I was fooled. Oh my gosh! There wasn't Waldo at all. It was all a trick. It was all an elaborate ruse to get me to look at the what was that? That was Nosferatu or something, right? Oh man, I can't believe I fell for that. I'm better than this. I'm better than this. I fell for Where's Waldo scary. I can't. Oh gosh, I can't believe it. It's like this is. I keep forgetting this is pretty much what horror games, horror flash games were for like a long time. Were just these still images and then jump scares. Like I can guarantee at least like Scary Spot the Difference, definitely the same thing. Scary Maze Exorcist, I know everybody knows that's the same thing. Scary Vision Test, yeah, that's the same thing. Scary White Dot, yep. Scary Maze 6, yep. Scary Maze DX, yep. Scary Bubble Wrap, yep. I think the only two that might not be that, or the only one is probably Freddy's Jump Scare Factory, but oh man, I can't believe I fell for that. I cannot believe it. All right, we're gonna try another Flash game. Give me a minute. I'm gonna set it up. Man, I really should have had a bunch of these set up beforehand or something, but because then I could have had like the crop already ready. But it's fine. Let's try something. Let's try something. Let's try something. I want to see if I can find anything I remember as a child. Well, let's see. This let me go back to the original. Okay, let me transition over. Oh, it's Pazuzu from The Exorcist. Thank you. Okay, that's what I was thinking of. It looked familiar, but okay. So what I do remember, I remember a couple of these games. I remember Dark Cut. I definitely remember Dark Cut. I think I got too scared to play Ice Cream for Free. I played these when I was like 8 or 9. Oh guys, they have Doom. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. We got Doom. I think what I'm gonna do. I think what I'm gonna do is instead of every single time, cropping it so that like only the game's in frame. I think what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna zoom. Yeah. Just we're gonna do that. That's perfect. This is exactly okay. So this game is claiming that it's Doom. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, this works much better. I'm just gonna do this every time. It's crappy, but you know what? Life's crappy. Okay. This one said it was Doom very clearly, so we're gonna try it. Oh, it's 3 in 1, so it's Doom, it's Heretic, and it's Hexen. Okay. I'm click. Suggest a retail price, $9. Well, that sucks. Someone should tell. I'm. Oh, I thought they were literally. Okay, what? How do I control? Wait. How do I do the controls? Read this? Am I supposed to do that first? Okay, I read it. Okay, how do I... Oh, what? Okay, wait. This is the... Oh. What? Okay. How do I move my head? Oh. How do I shoot? Okay. Starting to get it now. Sensitivity's awful. Okay, well, this is honestly, this is pretty true to what it said. This is Doom. I mean, it's a really janky, crazy control Doom, but I mean, I know that people have been trying for a long time to like replicate it in Flash, so this is a pretty decent. I could see why this getting a lot of kids into Doom. Now the question is, how do I open? Oh. Okay, how do I open the door? No. How do I open the door? No. I'm literally pressing all the buttons on the keyboard to see a shift, Q, E, R? I want to see if I can beat the first level. No. Okay, this is so weird. I mean, I could have just, looked at the controls at the beginning. There was a big button that said control. Oh no. You're kidding me. It goes off the screen. Oh, this is a catastrophe. Again, not a fault by the code. This is a near flawless port. I mean, for a game you could play in the classroom when you're bored or something. I mean, this isn't bad compared to times have really changed, man. But in terms of if you actually wanted to play Doom, just crap, stream's lagging again. Yeah, I saw that one coming. Okay, all right, we're not gonna do that one. Let's see if we can find any more. You know what? We're gonna scratch all of the things I've just said. We're gonna do something fun. We're gonna we're gonna read fan fictions. Either that or just really bad creepypastas. Or no, you know what? We're gonna do one step better. Let's see. What are we gonna do? Okay, I apologize. We're back into the. There shouldn't be any more lag because I'm gonna be using either still images or just this one while I talk. So I apologize that the stream has been less than satisfactory so far, but we're still gonna do fun stuff. So, okay, let me think. Really bad. I want to find. Let's do. Let me know if you guys know of any or want to send any, and just send them in the chat. I want to see if I can find like. There's this one. Like the one I can think of that's my favorite, like cringy one, is My Immortal, which is like a Harry Potter fan fiction, and it's hilarious. But I've listened to people read it so many times, I don't think it would be funny for me anymore. Um, what the hell is going on? Okay. Uh, let's see. Did somebody shout out some characters in the chat, like fictional characters, and we'll see if we can find a fan. Just two random, the most random two fictional characters you can think of, and I will see if they have a fan fiction. Let's see, two that can come to mind just randomly. Sans Undertale, Ronald McDonald. Let's hold on. Ronald McDonald Sans fan fiction. I don't think this is. Oh my gosh. Ronald McDonald x Donald Trump fan fiction, fanfic, and the image is of Ronald McDonald crying while eating fries, and I think we found it. I think we found our fan fiction. let me put let me put a little bit of a descriptor so that people understand what the hell's happening and they don't think lesser of me when they jump into the stream. Okay, all right. Do I do transform? No, that's not it. Okay. Properties. That's what I wanted. and perfect. There we go. Okay. Where to begin? Where to begin? So, again, the fan fiction we're doing is called Ronald McDonald X Donald Trump fan fiction. I'm sorry, that's not the title. The title is Donald and Ronald's touching story, and the tagline says, "When Donald and Ronald bump into each other on the street, things get greasy." So I'm concerned because this one is rated M, which I've learned in my time at when I was on fanfiction. I'm not gonna get into that. Um, that means it's a mature one. So I'm gonna try to censor this just a little bit. I'm not gonna go too into depth with whatever it talks about, but um, it's got 43 reviews. We're gonna have to read these reviews. I'm only gonna read the first chapter. There's 2 chapters, but unless you guys want the second one, we're just gonna read the first one. So, okay, I gotta get my fanfiction voice on. Donald was walking down the street when, oops, he ran into Ronald. Ronald looked at him, blushing. Donald looked straight into his painted clown face and whispered, "Let's make America great again." I can already tell this is a joke, but I think we should. I respect the craft, so we're going to keep reading. "Let's," Ronald McDonald whispered. Ronald ran his beautiful clown hand through Donald's bleach hair. Donald blushed. "Will you help me build a wall?" Donald said passionately. When was this written? Because it's in July 2017. Yeah, that makes sense. Because it's like, because it's the most like first wave of Donald Trump jokes ever. Ronald straightened up seriously and nodded his head. "Yes," he said while closing his beautiful red eyes. Does Ronald have red eyes? I didn't think that was a. I didn't think that was canon. Although I can't tell from this weird squinting photo. Let me see if I can present this image to the audience. Hold on. I'm gonna present this image to you guys. No, that's not. Oh my gosh. It's saved as a GIF, which I'm not sure what kind of file type that is, but okay, alright, hold on. I think if someone came up to me and was like, "Hey, tonight you're gonna read Ronald McDonald and Donald Trump fanfiction," I would probably say, "Yeah, no, that sounds like me." Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to put up the photo that they've presented to me so that you guys can understand where I'm coming from here. Hold on. This is being weird. Okay, it's just gonna cut it really quick, I guess. Okay, there we go. Oh, you know, it'd be funny. Let's put him right in the middle of the. Let's put him right in the middle. Hold on. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, we're. All right. I'm sorry. Okay. Donald suddenly brought Ronald into a passionate kiss. Ronald immediately understood. I Ronald grabbed Donald by his meaty hips. Such a weird description of hips, I gotta say. "Do you want to take this inside?" muttered Ronald, blushing hard. "I know a place," replied Ronald. Donald then found himself at a very fancy McDonald's. Ronald brought him his special suite that was located inside of his special suite. Oh, they mean like suite like SUITE. They spelled it SWEET. I was confused. That was located inside the McDonald's restaurant. I just read ahead. Ronald pinned Donald to a wall. Donald slowly pulled down Ronald's lumpy clown onesie. They spelled onesie with a 1 and then a ZY. Donald found his sweet sweaty. No, that's gonna be it for me. Um, they forgot the door. Burger Chan walked in. Who's Burger? Is this some part of the Burger King? Or I mean, the McDonald's lore I don't know about? Okay, I'm reading the rest of this. I'm not reading this on stream. Uh, I expected that to be. I don't know. I don't know what I expected that to be. Um, let's read some really bad creepypastas, shall we? I apologize. I apologize. I don't know what else to say. Okay, there should be. Let's see. I apologize if this is a little more boring than I was hoping it would be. I was hoping this would be more fun, but the only reason it's not is because I wasn't able to do the Flash Games thing. So we're just gonna, let's see. We're gonna pick a random letter. P. What's on P? Oh, there's nothing on P. Wait, yeah, there's nothing on P. The scariest video game ever is what this one's called. We're gonna read that. Alright. I just finished playing one of the scariest video games ever. Now hear me out before saying, oh, he's probably just a word I'm not gonna say. They get scared of everything. I don't get scared of video games or movies. Alright, man. I've played many horror games and have seen many horror movies in my day. The only thing that's made me a tiny bit scared were some parts of Penumbra and Condemned. Fair enough, man. Amnesia was pretty good. Again, that's fair enough. Everything else was just boring. This game is different. Very different. You aren't given any sort of backstory to the game at all. As soon as you press play, you know what? I will give them respect for not doing the typical, like, I bought this at a yard sale thing and it was on a blank CD. I give them credit for at least just jumping directly into it. No context. As soon as you press play, it throws you right into the game. However, I was able to piece together what the story basically is through finally beating this little brick shitter. Apparently, you're a madman. We're never given the name, but you can guess what it is if you pay attention to the title screen. So if you can guess what it is, why can't you just say what? We were never given the okay, whatever. For some reason, you escaped whatever mental hospital room you were hiding in. Now the very horrid state of your mind has transformed the halls of the hospital into nothing but a pitch black maze. The only light being the walls, which glow a deathly blue. All right, man. I feel like this is an Atari game he's playing right now. Wait. No, this is Pac-Man, isn't it? Your character is apparently some type of mad cannibal that you can barely control. You can force him to turn corners in the creepy hallway, but not much else can be done. Your character seems to grab anything and try to eat it. Whatever is in front of them, yeah, it's Pac-Man. Whatever is in front of them and thrown into his mouth as he munches down. While playing this game, you are chased down by 4 hideous and scary ghost monsters. You cannot hurt them at all, and to come even close to one is instant death, in which the ghost latches onto you and rips you inside all while you hear the horrid noise of your body being torn. You can, however, eat some odd objects hidden in the maze, after which your character goes into an even more unstable state. You can literally eat the ghost monsters. Your character runs right up to them and devours them, only leaving their eyes. There aren't any words to describe how horrific and terrifying this game is, and I don't want to spoil surprises for you. Just go ahead and try it for yourself. Google the word Pac-Man and you'll find it on the first search. Finn. Man, that was... oh, man. Oh, boy. That sure was something. Okay, I'm gonna find another one. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna leave the Ronald McDonald up there. I'm gonna leave Ronald McDonald crying with fries in his mouth. I'm gonna leave it up there. Okay, That one, by the way, in case anyone's curious, it's called the scariest video game ever. Okay, this one's called Shadow Creatures. We're gonna look at this one. Looks like the stream's going okay. I haven't heard any complaints yet by anybody, so I'm gonna assume it's okay. Okay. We all know that corner of the eye feeling, right? This one's called Shadow Creatures. Everyone says it's caused by your lack of sleep or losing your mind or whatever, although I disagree with both of those. Who knows? Maybe they are right and this is all some messed up dream. No, it's a nightmare. No, I'd say it's more like your own personal hell coming to life. Somewhere along those lines, anyway. But surely, just because we all have experienced it, doesn't mean we all necessarily have an idea about what it is. I, for one, know exactly what it is. Then again, you'd have to think like me to understand this guy's an intellectual. Since I was little, I've been told I have a vivid imagination. I cannot read. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Apparently I cannot read. I'm gonna try again. Almost everyone around me knew it too. They thought it was a good thing at first, and at first I thought it was too. As I got older, my friends grew up, I guess you could say. Their imagination grew thinner and thinner, while mine only expanded significantly. By the age of 13, all of my friends grew out of the monster in the closet act, yet I never really got past that stage. Maybe it was just because I was a wimp, who knows? All I know is that ever since I was able to see the outside world, there would always be that one shadow lurking right out of my vision, but close enough that I could see its uncharacteristically huge grin that exposed almost shark-like teeth. So far, this is okay. I feel like this is gonna get worse, so let's keep going. That was the figure I'd always seen in my closet, and that, my friends, is why I'm an insomniac. That figure is the very bane of my existence. It mocks me whenever I so much as blink anymore. Of course, nobody ever believed a 5-year-old kid. But as I grew, my parents suggested therapy for it, but I'd turn the recommendation down, knowing they would only fill my soul with empty lies about the figure. At age 13, when the shadow creature really started getting involved, and not just with my sleeping habits anymore, I could hear my name outside, inside my room, in the bathroom, just anywhere I was alone. Having enough common sense and knowledge about horror movies, I had ignored it and moved on with my life. It worked well for a long period of time. It worked almost too well. In fact, I didn't see it as much as I used to at night. I started to feel so. The only thing was just ignoring it. Like, what were you doing before? Just like shouting at it. It's like Jeffrey. It's like, hey, stop that. Shut up. As time went on, my imagination was still as big as ever. I was in high school, senior year. My life wasn't too bad. I could get enough sleep without worrying and come to class ready to take the day head on. Turns out I am pretty good at math when I'm not asleep in class. It was a huge relief to finally let go of the whole monster in the closet stage. I felt like a normal student for once, and I thought it would never come back. That was your mistake. I couldn't have been more wrong about my situation. I was studying for my upcoming science exam in my room upstairs. I was too busy furiously writing my notes. I've never understood people's use of furiously. Like, it's always like, I don't know. Whenever somebody says that they're furiously studying for something, I can just imagine them like hunched over with like their hand clenched over a pencil, just shh, like that. It doesn't make any sense. Although I get it, it's a descriptor, but yeah. It's about sunset. Wait. After finishing the essay, I realized I was sweating like it was the middle of summer. Almost like it was one of those days where it was 100 degrees, but it feels like you're a baked potato in the shade. Yeah, I know that feeling, man. That kind of heat, like, you know how that saying goes, right? Where it's like it's 100 degrees, but it feels like you're a baked potato in the shade. You know how it goes. That's the kind of heat. It was the middle of winter, and I was sweating so much that I could feel a swimming pool with all this. What? It was the middle of winter, and I was sweating so much I felt like I could fill a swimming pool with all this heat. Okay, whatever. I eagerly made my way to the window and didn't give a second thought of the outside world as I did it. Why would you need to? It was about sunlight, so I didn't think it was a bad idea. I only thought, well, worst case, a bunch of bugs fly in. Yeah, I guess, man. Although it wasn't just bugs that happened to find a way in. Wrong again. Wrong to what? That you thought nothing was gonna happen, or that was the only that wasn't the only thing that came in. See, my desk was at the wall near my door. It was positioned so that my back was to the open window. That's such a... I've never understood that. I've always had, like, everything pointed so that I could see the door and windows in my room. I don't want to turn my back. Are you crazy? I was positioned so my back was to the open window. I was so oblivious that I didn't mind at all what was happening behind me. I continued to do my work in silence, but I ended up falling asleep when I was reading my assigned chapters for my book club discussion. While I was snoring away, the sun set. The sun went down, and a shadow made its way across my window, like ink soaring into the empty parchment papers. The shadows spread across my walls, and they covered my carpeted floor. The only thing keeping the tainted shadows from my desk was a faint glow of my yellow feather lamp. It sat faithfully to my right side of my head, guarding me from the shadow's torment. I awoke to the sound of my phone ringing. The familiar tone seemed to be my wake-up call from my dreamless sleep. I answered, trying not to sound like I just woke up. "Hello?" I managed to creak out. There was only silence. No heavy breathing or any background noise. Okay, I don't know why he expected there to be heavy breathing, but I mean, hey. Or background noises. After a few awkward seconds, I hung up, confused as to why there was a breeze in my room. Then my memory returned soon about me sweating and opening the window. How deep was your sleep that you completely forgot about opening the window? I glanced behind me. The coast was clear of any strange appearances, so I walked over casually and closed the window. As I made my way back to the desk, I could have sworn I saw a cat with radiating crimson eyes and a shark-tooth grin. That's convenient. I jerked my head to where I saw it, seeing it if it would still be there, but it vanished, almost like the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. I wonder what the twist is going to be. I wonder. Like I'm legitimately sitting here thinking, like Peter Pan or something. I don't know. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be some sort of like Pac-Man twist. Um, I I stepped over to my desk, closing the book and shut off the light. I still regret turning it off to this day. I keep thinking, what if I kept it on? Wait, okay. What if I kept it on? What if I never opened the window? What if I never answered the phone call? What if I got into bed, not bothering to worry about it anymore? I wait patiently for any sign of a tired feeling on my eyelids, but nothing came. I was wide awake and my eyelids felt weightless. You know, maybe that's because you passed out at the desk. And from the sounds of it, you probably fell asleep for like an hour or two, so you're probably just not tired. I stared straight forward, not daring to look at the window or the dresser. Even though I was determined to just sleep and relax, I found myself catching movement up on the ceiling. I slowly looked up at my ceiling. What were you looking at before? I was greeted rudely with those red eyes. I swear they were looking past my pupils and were staring straight down into my soul. This is a... Hold on. I gotta make sure this is an actual... Okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm reading below. It seems like this isn't a troll pasta. Hold on. Yeah, I don't understand. I'm looking at the comments. People down here don't really understand why this is under troll pasta either. So I'm gonna. I apologize. I should have checked that. I'm gonna move on. Let's try another one. Let's see. Haunting most Mario. Okay, let's see what that is. Let me read the comments. No, there's capital. There's uppercase stuff. Yep. All right. We're gonna try a actually bad one. I'm gonna use the. I'm gonna save the image that they used here because it's actually pretty hilarious. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna need to show you guys this one. I'm not even gonna attempt to hide the other one. I'm just gonna put it right on top. Okay, hold on. Alright. And as soon as I... Alright, there it is. Welcome to the scary hell place. Die! I'm gonna post that on Twitter later because that's amazing. Once I wanted to play Mario, but I didn't have a Nintendo for it, and I was... a Nintendo what? And I was at the flea market. This old man I saw on Mario and an NES, but the label was not there. The man said it was owned by a dead kid named Jim. I just said whatever because I was eager to play Mario on my NES. What do you even get that for? I was like curious what price I got it for, but I guess it doesn't matter. Probably $6.66. I plugged it in and everything seemed normal. I played World 1-1 and did it. Did what? Like finished it? Okay. Then I tried the old warp pipe trick, and when I got to the pipes, and instead of the usual text that said "Welcome to the warp zone," it said "Welcome to the scary hell place." I thought that was weird. I said whatever and used the farthest pipe. The intro screen showed the words "Death World 666." Okay, if this image that I posted up here is supposed to represent the image that he's seeing on the screen, what's the farthest pipe? There's one pipe. It says "die." Maybe it's another warp pipe. Well, let's keep reading. The graphics seemed off, and it sounded like screams happened from the game. It was super scary, but I wasn't scared and kept playing. How realistic of a scream could you possibly do on an NES? Let's be real for a minute. Like, the audio is not very complicated on the NES, so what is it, just like one tone over and over? I don't know. I was trying until my lives were at 0. I thought it was game over, but Mario came back, and this time it looked like his face was bloody. Again, it's really hard to... Okay, I'm not going to keep picking this apart. As I started playing the level, it turned to a hidden cloud level, and it looked like Mario had an angel wings. A spooky digital voice came out of the Nintendo that sounded like it had said, "No hope." As I was about to grab a mushroom, the screen went black. I reset the NES and the game came up. This time the title screen was different and Mario's face was bloody. It scared me so much that I reset it again. As it came on, the digital voice said, "You can't run from the funk?" What? You can't run from the funk. What does that mean? The screen was hyper-realistic and it showed Mario again, only this time his face was to me and my family's face and we were skeletons. It was so realistic, I couldn't believe it. I was compelled to try the game again. This time I started it. As the first Goomba walked towards Mario, Mario turned towards the screen and started shouting, "No mas! No mas!" No mas! No mas! It sounded like high quality CD audio, also blast processing. What? I'm sorry. I can't, I can't get over the no mas thing. I screamed and turned off the game. I put it away. Later that week, I noticed my family acting distantly. I had decided to research Mario games, and I found out that Mario was in a secret game that was only released in 2 arcades on Friday the 13th on June 6th, 1997. It seemed weird, so I started playing video games again. I decided to put in the Mario game again. I loaded it up and saw my save file. I clicked it, and Mario said, "Why are you no stop playing a Mario game?" I didn't take his warning and I played anyway. I got up to Bowser and won, but when I got to Peach, there was Toad there instead, and he said Peach is dead. Then a ghost face came up, and it had a lady's face, and Princess Peach is a lady. I love that. I love that thought process. A ghost face came up, but it was a woman's face, and Princess Peach is a woman, so it's probably Princess Peach. I reset the game for the last time. I opened up my save and it changed from my name. It said, "Jim died, bro." Ah! Then my mom walked in and she screamed, "I was dead the whole time, and guess what? My name is Jim!" So anyways, I don't know if any of you guys have experienced anything like that. It might have just been a bad dream. And anyway, my mom sold the cartridge at a yard sale, so I don't have it anymore. But you should believe it because it's true. Oh my gosh, that was so good. Okay, I should clarify, these are actually shit pastas and not creepy pastas, so they're meant to be bad. But whoever wrote that, let me find the username of who wrote that. Let's see. It should have a thing somewhere that says it, right? Maybe not. Yeah, not really. There's 204 comments. I really wonder why his mother screamed, because she saw him dead when he was alive. Was it an illusion or was it real? I'm scared out of my wits. Somebody called 911 before I die. K, owie. Best troll pasta ever. But there are no spikes in Super Mario Bros. Did it mention spikes? I don't remember. I seriously want to know when this came out. It's really good for a troll pasta. One of the funniest I've ever read. I agree. I suggest everyone. Hold on. Let me pull up. I'm not gonna do that. It's gonna crash the whole thing. It's called a haunting most Mario. Go read this. Go share this with your friends. It's amazing. It's the funniest thing. It's one of the funniest troll pastas I've ever read. Well done. Good job. Let's see. Seems legit. Totally didn't edit that welcome to the scary hell place picture, right? And then a skeleton popped out of you on Spooktober to play the trumpet. No mas means no more in Spanish. And someone right below that commented, but he's Italian. Oh. That was great. We're going to do another one. No mas. No mas. Okay, we're going to... Let's see. That was so good. Okay. Okay, sorry, 1 second, I was trying to find some more. Next time we do this, I'll have a bunch of them on backlogs, so I don't have to keep looking for them. I apologize we've had to do that, but yeah, it's fine. We're working on it. Okay. So I like how this is a whole wiki called Bad Pasta Wiki, and I like how the top article is just the entire original Sonic.exe story. I like how people legitimately don't think of that as a terrible creepypasta. I love that. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so I guess it is just like creepypastas these people consider bad, and I'm finding some interesting ones. Well, I mean, not interesting. I just think it's so like I Hate You is on here, which is surprising because I thought that was like a popular Mario creepypasta. And then Happy Appy, which is also weird because I remember reading Happy Appy and I thought it was pretty good. Although I did read it when I was like 11, so I guess that makes sense. Go give Happy Appy a read. It's strange. It's certainly strange. I don't remember anything. I'm gonna at some point read it over again, but maybe I'll do that for on the live stream if you guys want at some point. But let's see. I'm trying to find like purposefully bad creepypastas because that's where the money's at. That's where the entertainment is at. Okay. Let's see. The only downside is Mutahar from Some Ordinary Gamers, which I love Mutahar. He's read a majority of these, I think. If you guys don't watch Some Ordinary Gamers, go watch him. He's amazing. Okay. There's a Okay, here's a really short one. I was gonna credit the person on Reddit who wrote this, but they deleted their account. So okay, they called this IamGod.exe. So here we go. Hello, my names are Bend Over, and I live in Hot Springs, Kansas. Bend Over. I recently came upon a game that was too spookty that I wanted to share it with you. This is proof for disbelievers like Hoodoo Hoodlum's Revenge that Jeff the Killer is real. I was on Duolingo because I was planning a honeymoon to France, and I needed to know French. I saw an ad, which was weird because I had premium. I thought it was a hacker and decided to click. The ad was for a deep fryer, which I really wanted because I wanted to make some mozzarella corn dogs. This guy's got a lot of things going on. I feel like this is a really good representation of ADHD. Um, I clicked buy, and then I was redirected to a site that said they had my IP address, and I needed to download something. I downloaded, and the file was iamgod.exe, and I opened it, and it is saying that it was a virus made by Jeff the Killer, and that he knew my location. I decided that before I died, I would have sex with my wife. Then Liu came to my house, but then Clockwork came and slashed his nust off, and then Hitler appeared and blew me up, and I died the edit. I got revaged so I would take a shit, and now I'm dead again. Oh, revived? Well, this one wasn't that funny. Then no one commented either, so I feel bad. 100% upvoted. I feel like that's the one upvote that it automatically makes you give yourself. Well, alright. Oh, man. Alright, we're not gonna read this one. This one definitely has the N-word in it, and a lot of other... Yikes, I don't know why this... Okay. You can tell a lot of these are people trying really hard. It's just like this subreddit of these stories. I'm gonna keep looking to see if I can find a different set of creepypastas that are bad. By the way, speaking of scary stories, I wanted to let you guys know it's premature currently because they haven't said one way or another just yet. But I've been told by the No Sleep podcast, which if you guys don't know, they read horror stories from the No Sleep subreddit, that there's a possibility one of my stories might get on there. I won't say too much because again, nobody's told me anything really, but I don't know. It's possible. If it happens, I will absolutely be shouting from the rooftops and putting it all over my Twitter and YouTube and stuff like that it got released. Yeah. Okay. So we're getting close to a point where I think I want to wrap this up. We're about an hour and 20 minutes in. I'm sorry this wasn't as entertaining as I wanted it to be. If you guys do want to do another stream later this week, I will try to get maybe some other people on and we can hang out. I also have one other short announcement before we read a couple more stories. I don't want to say this and put my foot in my mouth because I do this every time I announce these things. So this isn't an official announcement. This isn't me confirming anything. This isn't really anything really. But me and a friend of mine are currently in the process of working on filming the first episode of a podcast we might be doing. That's a lot of maybes and might be's, but we might be having some guests on. I actually have again, I'm not confirming anything about this. This isn't an official me saying anything. I might have gotten 2 people that are involved in a movie that I talked about a little while ago on Twitter. By a while ago, I think it's about a year now, so not a while ago. But I have some people that I talked to in that movie that are possibly interested in coming on the podcast, and I don't know, just discussing it for a bit. But I want to make sure that we are not going to fall on our asses or just not do it. So I'm not confirming. I'm not even going to say what movie it is. But yeah, I also have a horror artist on Twitter who was interested a while ago. We haven't touched bases just yet because I haven't been doing the podcast. And I have one other person I'm thinking of asking in terms of if they want to come on and chat with us. But again, I'm not going to confirm who the other person is, although you guys can probably guess by this point. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it. Okay, we're going to do one more story tonight, and then we're going to end it. If you guys have any stories you want me to read, let me know. I'm going to next time. I think we're gonna. I wanted to do a you laugh you lose type of thing, but it's become very obvious that my computer will not survive that kind of procedure. So yeah, we're gonna do one more story, and then we're gonna end this. Um, let's see. I'm trying to find that one that is obviously a joke. So I guess hyper realistic would probably obviously be a joke. No, this is a short one. I'll read this one as a bonus. One hyper realistic morning, I opened my hyper realistic eyes, only to find that my hyper realistic sheets had been torn off my hyper realistic bed. I can't talk. And strewn about my hyper realistic room. I decided, with my hyper realistic brain, to jump out of my hyper realistic bed to find the cause of this, only to notice that when my hyper realistic feet touched the hyper realistic carpet, it was damp. I can only do this for so long. Luckily, this is only 2 paragraphs. Looking down with my hyper-realistic eyes, I saw that it was covered in hyper-realistic blood. I opened my hyper-realistic mouth to scream, but hyper-realistic blood started to pour out. My hyper-realistic eyes became filled with hyper-realistic blood tears. Due to a massive loss of hyper-realistic blood, I died, and then a hyper-realistic skeleton popped out. Alright. That's... oh, man. I really like how people in the comments feel the need to explain the joke. I guess if I needed to explain the joke, it's just because old creepypastas use that word a lot. I don't think that was that funny, but we're gonna do one more. One that actually looks like it's gonna take some time to realize. Or to realign. That's the lyrics of the Drake and Josh song. Okay, this one's called Last Words. And it's the last one, so convenient. Last summer, my brother and his friends went exploring a cave about 3 miles east of my house. There was a cave in, and when the rocks were cleared, photographs on a video camera were discovered. Photographs were generic: pools of water, pictures of friends walking, just random ones, or your cousin's friends, or your brother. Cool rock formations, but soon the pictures got much darker and blurrier, as if whoever took them was nervous or shaking. The lack of light was said to be because they were far down in the cave, but it was probably the cave-in. Oddly, the final picture was extremely blurry. How is that oddly? It's been progressively getting worse. How's the last one being worse? Odd as well. Okay. It appeared all black, except for what appeared to be a figure coming at the photographer, mid-stride. Much more interesting was the video camera. It began with my brother, Ed. Oh my gosh. I have some sort of speech impediment or something. I'm not kidding. I don't know if it's because I'm half deaf or because I'm stupid, but I cannot say words. I can't formulate words in sentences. Okay. We're going to do this slower. It began with my brother Eric talking to one of his friends, a guy named Jeff. They were riding in Eric's car discussing their trip. They had heard about unique rock formations and possible paranormal activity in the cave, so they decided to go there and explore. There were 4 people there: Eric, Jeff, Nathan, and Jack. A fast forward through the tape revealed nothing substantial. About 30 minutes after they entered the cave, a loud noise was heard. The camera spun around just in time to see the last shred of sunlight vanish. Tiny pinhole-sized rays of light peeking through the mound of rocks that had tripped them. Let me make sure this is an actual troll pasta. Okay, good. As they continued to make their way down, they exchanged conversation to keep their nerves down, trying to repair their shattered nerves. Yeah, because everything crashed. The tape grows darker and darker as they descended into the cave. So, if there's a cave, let's put ourselves in this scenario for a minute. You and your friends are out in a cave for no reason. All of a sudden, there's a cave in, and the cave's no longer a cave. There's just you can't get out. Would really the option be to just keep going down? Like, is that what you guys would do in this situation? I'm not crazy, right? Okay. Their only source of light was their camera and the few matches they had left. Suddenly, when they had wandered until about 9 p.m., the camera jerked down, stopping at a blurry shot of a rock. What happened? Oh no, I think I just fell into some pit. There was a slight illumination at the end of the screen, no doubt a match. The rock shifted and the camera was picked up by Nathan. He panned down, revealing his bloody legs. Eric then said, "I can't see the bottom of the pit, man. I wish we had at least had a candle." The camera was set down, and the sounds of Nathan trying to climb out was heard. "Jack, can you hand me some more matches?" said Eric. I can see where this is going. Fast footsteps were suddenly heard, and then the sounds of a struggle. The final sounds were of my brother and his friend's distant screams. Then more footsteps. A grayish white thing was seen crawling down the wall of the pit. It was too blurry to distinguish. In less than a second, the lens cracked. The static covered the screen, and it ended. My brother's last words were, "Man, I wish we at least had a candle. Jack, can you hand me some more matches?" It seemed to be a cliche that arbitrary statements are often a person's last statement. At least I believe those were his last words. He may have screamed something as he was dragged away by God knows what. I'm not sure what happened. And then they're gone. Okay, this is gonna take some explaining. So the whole joke here is that there was a whole creepypasta that there was a character called Candlejack, and if you said his name, you would just die mid sentence or get caught by him. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, you would just like disappear mid sentence, and that was the joke. It was actually a meme for a while, but they tried to make it scary for a while. It was I can't remember where he comes from. He comes from something, I don't know. I think I was actually freaked out of Candlejack for like a long time because I don't know, the prospect of something taking you away because you said their name is pretty terrifying. Until you learn it's from a children's cartoon whose name escapes me right now. So, all right, well, I think we've just about hit my limit for the night. I hope you guys had fun. I'm sorry this wasn't what I wanted it to be. Normally this happens with streams. I try to do something specific and it just doesn't work out. I'll have something more grounded in reality next time. I'll have maybe we'll do some more scary stories or really bad scary stories. If you guys want me to do actual scary stories, that can definitely be arranged. In fact, I can even just make a video where I'm reading one if you guys want. So let me know here or on Twitter. My Twitter is @Parkster00. In case you're coming just from YouTube. Let me know if you guys want more of stuff like this. If you want actual creepypasta readings, I'd be more than happy to try. I know my words were usually jumbled, but I can talk slower and then it's better. I think I just tried a little harder than normal to try to just talk really fast. But yeah, again, thanks for joining me tonight, guys. It was a lot of fun. I had more people in here than normal, so it was cool to see. I hope that you guys enjoyed what we did, and yeah, at some point soon we will do this again. Maybe this weekend we can try some more of this. But for tonight, this is going to be it for me. So thanks for joining me, guys. I really appreciate it, and I will see you later. See ya. Bye. Goodbye. I'm leaving now. I'm walking away from the computer. I'm leaving now. I'm gone. I'm gone now. I'm in another room. This is it. I'm somewhere else. Alright, no, seriously, I'm leaving now. Bye.